Be tolerant with others, yet strict with yourself. Have you ever felt the profound drain of running on empty, your energy spent ensuring everyone else's cup is full? It is a familiar role for many, the constant caregiver, the solver of problems, the unwavering pillar of support. Yet when you look for someone to replenish your own spirit, you are often met with silence. This is not a new dilemma. It is a timeless human challenge, one that finds its wisest counsel in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoicism is not merely the quiet endurance of hardship. It is the discovery of an incredible inner strength, the strength that comes from knowing when to say no, when to prioritize your own well-being, and how to be truly present for others without losing yourself in the process. It is the mastery of a difficult art, refusing to set yourself on fire simply to keep others warm. If this resonates, it should. For today, we delve into the heart of these ancient principles and how they can revolutionize your approach to kindness, generosity, and self-preservation. If you have ever felt you are giving too much of yourself away, or if you are curious how to find a healthier balance, then this exploration is for you. If you have found your way here, you are already seeking a different path. Now, let us walk it together. Our journey begins with a common pitfall, the trap of excessive kindness. Picture yourself as the person everyone relies on, the one who always says yes to every request, every favor, every plea for help. There is a certain satisfaction in it, being the fixer, the ever-present source of aid. But here lies the danger. You are giving away pieces of yourself, bit by bit, until one day you reach for something to give and find nothing is left. Suddenly, when the tables turn and you are the one in need, you look around and find you are standing alone. You have given everything away. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism, particularly from thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, offers a crucial course correction. He championed the importance of self-care, believing that we cannot truly be of service to others if we do not first attend to ourselves. Our own well-being, he would argue, is the very foundation upon which our ability to help is built. Without it, the entire structure crumbles. Consider the simple analogy of two neighbors and their gardens. The first neighbor diligently tends to their own garden, ensuring the soil is rich and the plants are healthy and thriving. Because their own garden is so well maintained, they have a surplus of flowers and food to share. The other neighbor, however, is so consumed with tending everyone else's gardens that they neglect their own. In time, their plot becomes overgrown with weeds, their plants wilted and unproductive. The lesson is clear. You must care for your own garden before you can effectively help others with theirs. This is not a call to selfishness. Instead, Stoicism teaches balance and sustainability. It prompts us to ask, is my help sustainable? Am I safeguarding my own well-being in the process? As Epictetus famously said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This reminds us that we have the power to say no when we must, to ensure our acts of kindness do not come at the cost of our own health and happiness. Plato, another guiding light of philosophy, stressed the importance of knowing oneself. In this context, it means recognizing our limits and understanding that true kindness is offered from a position of strength, not depletion. And as the psychologist Carl Jung observed, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. It is a call to look inward, to ensure we are not dreaming away our energy on external demands while our inner world withers. From this foundation of self-care, we can explore the art of giving without expecting anything in return. The Stoics, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, all revered the purity of an action, the virtue of doing the right thing for its own sake, not for reward or recognition. Seneca, in particular, spoke eloquently on generosity. He believed true generosity seeks no applause. It gives simply because it is right. As he wrote, "We should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation, for there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to the fingers." Imagine giving simply to witness the joy on someone's face, with no hidden agenda, no silent tally of debts and favors. This is the heart of Stoic generosity. It flows from a place of spiritual abundance, not necessarily material wealth. When we give hoping for something back, we are not truly giving. We are trading. And life is far too rich and complex to be reduced to a series of transactions. This philosophy aligns perfectly with Aristotle's teachings on virtue. He believed true virtue lies in finding joy in the virtuous act itself, not in any external reward it might bring. The joy is in the giving, in the knowledge that you have made a difference, however small. Plato, too, emphasized acting in accordance with our highest ideals, regardless of the outcome. This means we give because it aligns with the person we aspire to be, embodying the virtues we hold most dear. And from a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's work on integrating the hidden parts of our psyche encourages us to acknowledge the pure joy we find in giving without expectation. It is a profound act of authenticity. Epictetus reminds us that we control our intentions and actions, but not their outcomes. So when we give, we act from a place of power, choosing to be generous without a thought for what might come back. This is not just noble. It is liberating. It frees us from the disappointment of unmet expectations and the bitterness of feeling used. It fills us not with emptiness, but with the deep, enduring joy of having made a positive difference. Of course, to give sustainably, we must understand the necessity of setting boundaries. In our hyper-connected world, it often feels as though everyone wants a piece of us, our time, our energy, our attention. It can be overwhelming. Stoicism, with its focus on personal virtue and inner peace, teaches the vital importance of saying no. This is not about turning our backs on those in need. It is about safeguarding our well-being so that when we do give, we give fully and without resentment. Consider the poignant story of a mother who, out of boundless love, did everything for her daughter. While this seems like the pinnacle of parental devotion, it had an unintended consequence. The daughter never learned to navigate the world on her own. Only after her mother's passing was she forced to find her own 2 feet. This story reveals a profound truth. Excessive help can stunt another's growth. The Stoics remind us that fostering independence in others is a critical form of care. By setting boundaries, we are not being cold, we are encouraging those we love to discover their own strength. Marcus Aurelius spoke of self-discipline and the wisdom of knowing what lies within our control. Applying this to boundaries means recognizing that while we can offer support, we cannot live another person's life for them. It is a balance between assistance and enabling. Seneca, who valued self-sufficiency, warned against the pitfalls of dependency. By setting boundaries, we teach others to rely on their own inner resources, just as he taught that true happiness comes from within. Aristotle's golden mean, the virtuous middle ground between extremes, is a perfect guide here. We must find the balance between our desire to help and the need to preserve our own health. And as Jung might suggest, setting boundaries is an essential part of individuation, the process of becoming fully oneself. By defining where we end and others begin, we protect our psychic energy and encourage others on their own journey of self-discovery. There is a final, crucial lesson here: the peril of perpetual availability. When we are always there, always ready to drop everything for others, we risk being taken for granted. We become like a reliable old car, expected to start every morning, with no thought given to the maintenance it requires. But a profound transformation occurs when we begin to set boundaries, to assertively say no when circumstances demand it. This is more than just refusing a request. It is a signal of deep respect for our own time and energy. Marcus Aurelius would frame this as an act of self-respect. As he said, "It is not the actions of others that disturb us, but our judgments about them." By choosing to set boundaries, we are making a judgment that our own peace and well-being are paramount. Seneca taught that true freedom comes from being master of oneself. By choosing when and how to say no, we exercise this freedom, demonstrating that our time is ours to allocate. When we begin to set these boundaries, we are making a declaration of our own worth. We are telling the world, "I value my time and energy, and you should too." This does not make us less caring. On the contrary, it allows us to offer help when it truly matters, unburdened by resentment or exhaustion. It is the difference between being needed and being respected. This shift is not just liberating for us. It subtly teaches others to respect our time as well. It is a lesson in mutual respect, where our boundaries show others how to honor both our contributions and our limits. Remember, setting a boundary is not a sign of weakness. It is a powerful statement of self-respect, and by valuing ourselves, we teach others to value us too. So, as we wander back from these rich landscapes of Stoic thought, what is the essence we are left to hold? It is the profound realization that Stoicism is not a retreat from the world, but an invitation to engage with it more wisely. It teaches a precious balance, that true generosity is not about giving until we are depleted, but about giving in a way that enriches both the giver and the receiver. It is about navigating the delicate dance between caring for others and caring for ourselves, recognizing that we cannot pour from an empty cup. The Stoic sages understood that inner peace is not a passive state, but the result of conscious choices. It is about finding fulfillment in knowing we have acted according to our principles, true to our values while respecting our limitations. And when we live by these principles, we create a ripple effect. We show others that it is possible to be kind without losing oneself, to be generous without becoming a martyr. We inspire those around us to find their own balance, to protect their inner peace while opening their hearts to the world. Let this be a call to live boldly and compassionately, with a keen awareness of both our needs and the needs of others. The path of Stoicism is not one of isolation, but of profound connection, cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace from which we can extend our kindness without losing ourselves. As this journey of reflection concludes, I invite you to continue exploring these timeless teachings, to delve deeper into the art of living well, and to find that perfect harmony between the demands of the world and the whisperings of your soul. Let us continue to grow together, navigating the beautiful complexity of life with wisdom, courage, and a boundless heart.